And we're live, Peter. Isn't that fantastic?
We're live. Hey, you look good today. What'd you do?
I've had a haircut. Thank you for noticing. You're a very generous and wonderful human being.
I don't know about that, but anyway, you're live. Okay, sorry.
Right. Today we're talking about how many emails to your clients, customers, database is too much. Okay. Or what's not enough. What is the magic number? So I'm going to say something, which is that those people have, if they're on your database, they have self-identified themselves as interested in your product or what you do. And so therefore, they're not just receiving random emails out of the ether about a subject they're not interested in. They've already self-identified as an interested party.
Yeah. So
okay, so if that's the situation, there's two things. They're either in as people who are going to buy immediately, or they're a pool of people who might buy eventually.
Yeah, but the issue is not will they buy or not. The issue is more about the email content, and so the challenge we have as marketers is to make the emails relevant and meaningful, have good content, all that. But keep in mind, right? They can always unsubscribe. If somebody's not interested, let them unsubscribe. I don't really want them on my list. But yeah. To your point, a lot of marketers would tell you email at least once a day. I'm not a fan of that, but there's a lot of people that would say that. And you know, our buddy Frank Kern will mail for a program will mail 4 or 6 times a day, trying to toward the end of the campaign. So that's
Grant Cardone says anything under about 15 emails a day is for wimps. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, but one of the most important bits is that they've self-identified. Okay, and we were talking about this earlier. They've self-identified as interested. So yeah. You're a triathlete. Okay, and we were saying how many emails about doing a triathlon or about training for triathletes or about food for triathletes or about bikes for triathletes can you put up with before you're sick of it?
Yeah, an awful lot. You know, in the season you'll get 6, 8, 10 a day. So your point's valid, and
it doesn't bother you.
Well, some are better than others. I'm not going to deny that, but no, it doesn't bother me. I asked for it. Like to your point earlier, I subscribed to those lists, and so I want to be notified. And what's really crazy is when you sign up for a blog post and that you get notified every time somebody makes a comment.
So that's an irritation.
Yeah, that gets to be a little annoying because I need to know about every single comment. But in the email world, yeah, if I've subscribed to your list, then I should expect at least once a day, if not more. But I want them to be good. I don't want garbage to be delivered to my, get enough of that.
Exactly. It's exactly. So if you're a friend of mine who I've just got in contact with, he's just got from many years ago. He's a photographer. So hi there, Dave, and he's interested. Well, how many emails is it you send? But if you're sending out interesting photographs to people, some people will be interested, some people won't be interested in that particular photograph. But the general concept is if it's a good photograph that they're receiving, you will be in the forefront of their mind whenever they need some photography done. So
good point.
As long as you're not sending out rubbish and buy from me today, buy from me from today, you're creating something so that somebody can say, oh yeah, that's the person that I'm going to deal with that particular item.
Well, and the other thing is, as a marketer, we like to think people read every email we send, which just simply is not true. If you think about your own habits, and I get use Frank Kern as an example, I might read 1 out of 10 or 15 of his emails because they're all similar. So it just depends on who the source is. If it's about triathlons, I'm going to look at the ones that are interesting to me. But don't assume people are reading everything you send. But to your other point, Neil, is my name is at least in front of them. It's scrolling through their email box, and it's likely they're going to see it's from me. And so they're going to, for that split second, they're going to at least know I'm in their mind. So that's a good point.
So if it's relatively quality content, good quality content, you cannot over do it. I mean, you know, if they've blocked up somebody's email box, of course you can open it. But when, you know, once, twice times a day, if it's good stuff, you cannot overdo it. But you can happily underdo it by a million miles.
There you go.
So if you just send one email once a month, etc., you're just somebody who's out there in the ether. They're not going to remember you.
Yeah, they won't remember you at all. You're wasting your time. So
Yeah,
good point.
Absolutely. So if you can keep sending something useful, it will not hurt. You cannot overdo it. If it's quality, they can just sort of say, well, I don't have time now, I'm going to ignore it. But they have self-identified as interested, so they will be interested in your topic and what you're doing as long as it's good quality.
Well said.
Well, thank you, Peter. That's absolutely marvelous.
You know, I think that's a wrap for today.
Well, I think so too. So, okay, well, we'll see you all tomorrow. And thank you, Peter. And,
thank you.
See you soon.